Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Before starting, subscribe and like the videos, it really helps. The content from this video are taken from the web novel and manga series of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Now please enjoy the video. Part 4. When I finished thinking it over, my son went back into hiding. Even rubbing it had no effect. It's better than the past 2 to 3 years in which he would not even react to anything. At least he stood up this time. Apparently, he seems to be far from a complete recovery. Well, it's better than nothing. Let's head back to my room and take it slowly. Yeah. Let's start by remembering the feeling from just now. Ariel's perspective. Again, Sylphy came back crying. I said I am a boy, Yugu, though it was my chance, even though Rudy took the initiative to ask me. That's rough. Well, how many times have I calmed her down while saying that? Every time something happens, Sylphy comes to me crying. But to me, it's like she was bragging about her lover. One time she went to the slave market with Rudy and he showed her his manliness. It was the first time she saw a man totally naked. She even got along with Zenoba Oji of Sharon Kingdom. Another time, she reported that Rudy was angry at Pursena and Rinia, saying even if you win a duel you can't go breaking other people's stuff. Another time, she was saying that Rudy asked her to help with research while sighing. The other time, when Rudy asked her about love counseling, she was afraid that he might have fallen in love with someone else and had said some high-handed things to him. Another time she said, I was allowed to look at Rudy's staff, the magic stone in it was so big, I bet it's very expensive, and she said that she was allowed to transport it to him with an excited expression. The other time, she was talking about how cool Rudy was in his fight against Baddie-sama. Sometimes, she said with a sad face, Rudy was doing research with the silent San Nanahoshi. And today, she came crying about lying to Rudy about her gender and then running away. Sigh, I wish she would just reveal her identity to him already. By this time, I had my own impression of him as well. At first I thought he was just a scaredy cat, but I now know that's just his front, and he is very strong. He had Sharon Kingdom's Miko Zenoba as his underling. He managed to tame the 2 princesses from the beast race, Rinia and Pursena, as well as getting along with Cliff, the grandson of the Pope of Millis Kingdom. He had Baddie-sama as his acquaintance, and all that is without mentioning the cooperation from the grumpy, silent, who even refused to cooperate with me. And all the special students who I was planning to have on my team, those were isolated people, are now his allies. If he was a scaredy cat, he wouldn't have been able to do this. Regarding the talk we had about the rumors being strangely clean, now I have no doubt they were all correct. His magic blew up the Demon King Baddie, blew him up. The existence that I could only stand in fear and watch, unable to do anything about, he blew him up with one move. He is too strong. Well, after seeing that, I believe he could beat 1 or 2 stray dragons by himself. Even though he has such strength, he is extremely good-natured. Even when he was threatened by female students and was falsely accused of being an underwear thief, he did not get angry. Since he came to this school, the only time he got angry was regarding the matter of Rinia and Pursena. As to what he did, I heard he kept them captive for a day and doodled on their faces. However, even those Rinia and Pursena were totally frightened and became obedient. Surely, they received his anger up close and personal. The anger of someone who beat that Demon King with a single blow. Of course, even they didn't spread bad rumors about Rudeus. I mean, they were so afraid that they wouldn't spread such rumors. Rudeus had been careful not to make a mistake, and had been living while he was hiding his power. Even though he has that much power, and he can do anything he likes, I don't know why he lives like this, but no matter how much I think, I get the feeling that he is planning something bad no matter what. But, according to Sylphy, he is not a bad person. I met him for the first time when he was dueling Fitz. I felt he was a warm person. Though his appearance was suspicious, he was a friendly person. Having been beaten with 1 attack, Sylphy was a bit on guard at first, but after that I don't see any change in his attitude. So I think it's good to have a connection with him and through him, all the special students. Maybe it's time to bow my head fair and square and ask for his cooperation. But, I should admit it, I'm afraid of him. I am scared. I wonder, is it because Sylphy is strong that she is not afraid of him? Or maybe it's because she saw his true nature? After seeing Sylphy's happy face, I would feel bad about getting Rudeus tangled in my struggle for power. I want Sylphy to be happy. It does not seem likely for me to be able to grasp happiness, but she is just a child who got tangled up in my struggle for power. She has no responsibility as a noble, nor like Luke who has sworn loyalty to me. She is just helping me out of friendship. She has no need to go as far as to lie in her blood for my sake. She better leave at some point and have a happy life as a girl. Sylphy may not accept it. She, being aware of her position as my ally, did her best, but her love for Rudeus might be a good opportunity. Me behaving like this is probably because Rudeus would be a very good ally to have. It would be good to leave Sylphy's life, my friend's life, in his hands. Forgetting Sylphy is a minus, but let's leave it at that. Well, the problem is Sylphy's love. I don't know how much she loves him, but seeing no progress is very irritating. Even after a year of spending time together, it has not progressed at all. That kind of love is the problem. Dense Rudeus and awkward Sylphy. It's very frustrating to watch these two. I thought Sylphy was more impatient. Sylphy does not seem to be aware, but it's not unthinkable for Rudeus to go out with anyone else at any time. For example, Pursena and Rinia. Though they don't seem to be conscious of Rudeus for now, who knows what might happen in 1 to 2 more years. And there is Silent as well. That grumpy masked woman is helping Rudeus with research. Based on Sylphy's story, they don't have that kind of relationship at the moment, but being together for a long time, who knows what might happen. While Sylphy is dilly-dallying, Rudeus might be taken by someone else. No, he will be taken. At the least, there is no reason for him to refrain because of Fitz, since he only asked, "Are you a woman?" to the cross-dressing Fitz. It does not mean anything. But that means, he at least noticed that Fitz is a woman. I thought he was a dense person, but there is the possibility that he was aware and kept it to himself. No, it is possible that he knew our situation and kept it to himself to not cause us any problems. Assuming that's the situation, then is it my fault? Am I the one getting in the way of Sylphy's love? Right, I need to stop holding her back. Then, I need to support her love. Volume 9 Chapter 7 The Protected Secret Part 1 The day after I found out Fitz Senpai was a girl, I was on my bed in the dormitory with a tired body. I was keeping my pal company after he woke up from his slumber the whole night. But my pal is treating me like nothing had happened at all. My head is already filled with Fitz Senpai, but my pal is playing dumb. I figured with what has already happened, my pal would be cured, but he still seems to be in a bad mood. Or maybe just the memory is not enough. Or, maybe it needs the smell, or the feeling, of the touch, or the voice. I am sure that Fitz Senpai is the key to curing my ed. Hitagami told the truth. It's just that I didn't notice the therapy was right in front of my eyes all along. That said, I wonder how I should proceed with the treatment from now on. I don't want to reveal Fitz Senpai's identity. Neither do I want to make a plan that would make Fitz Senpai hate me. Ed treatment or Fitz Senpai's trust. If I didn't notice he was a she for the next 6 months, I probably would have asked her to help me with the ed treatment without knowing anything. However, now, my feeling of love towards her has grown so much. Now that it became like this, I'll avoid being driven by my libido like in the case with Eris, and avoid being dumped again. Naturally, that's what I thought. What happens will happen. A man trying to get the cross-dressing bodyguard of the princess to help him with his ed treatment. Well, this setting is strangely amusing. Thanks for the twist, Hitagami. I started laughing nihilistically and left the bed. After stretching, I yawned. I guess that's what happens when you don't sleep enough. Yawn, I went to the tub with hot water to wash my face, and there I see a reflection of an above-average boy with a good feeling to his face. Going by the standards of my original world, it's definitely not a bad face. Paul's delinquent-like teasing, joking face, with traces of Zenith's gentle face. Though it's not bad, it's a little different from this world's idea of beauty. No matter how many times I look at it, I can't accept it as my own face, but I'm used to it by now. Just not being worse than my previous life's face is satisfactory. But, I wonder if this face is to Fitz Senpai's taste. Nah, stop it. Even if I know the answer, I can't do anything about that. He is a man. I won't do anything. That's what I decided. I washed my face and noticed something around my chin that was not there before. I tried to touch it with my fingers. I tried touching it and then pulled at it. My skin moved with it. It's a beard. One single hair, like lanugo on a newborn, is growing there. I reached that age, huh? Secondary growth characteristics here are not very different from my world. I probably hadn't grown a beard earlier because Paul isn't the hairy type. I don't know much about how the other races grow. I wonder how Fitz Senpai is growing. I heard that the growth rate of the elves is slow compared to humans. I wonder if she has hair growing down there yet. Well, regarding the elves, I can ask Elinalise-san. Something is weird. I think I remembered something. What was it, Era? Something. I have forgotten something. However, I do not remember. While not being able to remember, I shaved my beard. That's it guys, thank you for watching, subscribe if you want more and don't forget to like the videos.